We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The Philippine National Police said it will enforce a buddy system following last Sunday's hostage-taking incident at the PNP Custodial Center. PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr. said the buddy system will ensure that the detainees won't dare attack them as a group. Investigation showed that 3 inmates identified as Arnel Cabintoy, Feliciano Sulayaw, and Abdul Jihad Susukan attacked Corporal Roger Agustin, who was distributing the food ration alone. The inmates used a fork, which was turned into an improvised knife, in stabbing Agustin and in taking former Senator Laila de Lima as hostage. Agustin is in critical condition after suffering multiple stab wounds, while de Lima, who was briefly held at knife point in her cell, was unhurt. The 3 inmates were killed during the incident. Azurin said measures are already in place to prevent inmates from sneaking items that can be used as improvised weapons. He has also directed the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, or CIDG, to investigate and conduct a physical security check of the Custodial Center, as well as a review of standard operating procedures in the facility. Meanwhile, Custodial Center Chief Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Ramiliano was relieved pending an administrative investigation on his liability as commander. The Department of Agriculture, or DA, has set a new suggested retail price for red onion. Based on Administrative Circular 09, Agriculture Senior Undersecretary Domingo Panganiban set the SRP of red onions in wet markets in Metro Manila at 170 pesos per kilo. Prices of local red onion in Metro Manila averaged 200 pesos per kilogram as of Friday, October 7. The DA cited the need to guide the public on the reasonable prices of basic necessities in the market amid the effects of the pandemic and rising fuel prices. Earlier, the DA provided over 100 million pesos in assistance to onion farmers to stabilize domestic production. Inflation went up to 6.9% in September due to higher prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages. The agriculture sector, meanwhile, suffered 3 billion pesos worth of damage from Typhoon Cardi. The Manila Electric Company, or Meralco, announced today reduced rates for the month of October. Meralco said the overall rate for a typical household is 9 pesos and 86 centavos per kilowatt hour this month, or lower by 7.37 centavos. The latest adjustment means that the total electricity bill of customers consuming 200 kilowatt hours will be reduced by about 15 pesos. Meralco said this is due to lower feed-in tariff allowance and generation charges during the period. It also said charges from independent power producers and power supply agreements also decreased during the month. The lower charges have offset higher charges made by the wholesale electricity spot market after the Luzon grid was placed under red alert status. In other news, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council has heightened monitoring of Mayon Volcano as it remains under Alert Level 2. NDRRMC spokesperson Bernardo Rafaelito Alejandros IV said they are ensuring the readiness of their responders in case Mayon's activities escalate. Alejandro reminded local government units to strictly prohibit entry or activity in or near Mayon's 6-kilometer permanent danger zone. The Albay Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office issued its own warning prohibiting all activities within the 6-kilometer permanent danger zone over the weekend. Albay Governor Noel Rosal also warned people near valleys and river channels to remain vigilant against lahar in case of prolonged and heavy rainfall. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, raised Mayon's alert status from Level 1 to Level 2 last week after magma was seen ascending to the surface, followed by the formation of a lava dome. More lawmakers lauded the signing of Republic Act 11934, also known as an act requiring the registration of SIM cards. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said it signifies the intent of the Marcos administration to protect Filipino consumers against cybercriminals and online scammers. Presidential son and Ilocos Norte 1st District Representative Sandro Marcos also welcomed the signing of the new law, saying it would prevent fraudsters from taking advantage of Filipinos. Likewise, the Philippine National Police, or PNP, hopes that the benefits of the SIM card registration law will outweigh privacy issues and other concerns raised by subscribers. In today's Boses ng Masa, we ask our kababayans about their thoughts on this new law.
Para masusuri kung sino yung gumagamit ng mga fake account o fake number.
Sa akin po mas better po yung ganun, yung registration since may ano siya, may legal process na fina-follow, and then for security purposes na rin kasi nga, 'di ba? Like for example, yung mga SIM card na ginagamit natin sa lalo na sa mga bankings, registration. So mas better po na ipatupad yung mga ganun.
Sa akin na naman, mas maganda yun kasi para maiwas naman yung pagkuhan sa atin ng ibang, kasi may tumatawag din sa atin ng ibang number, tapos doon tayo na-scam sa paggamit ng ibang SIM card. Mas okay sa akin yung ganyang paraan.
Para mapag-ingatan ng mayaring SIM card niya, tsaka hindi magamit ng iba. Tsaka sakali mawala, pwede mong ipa-block. Hindi magamit sa masasama.
And those are the latest from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head onto the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas, RP1. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday.